Before you decide whether to trust me, ask yourself one question. If everything you currently believe about money is wrong, would you even be able to notice it? Don't answer that too quickly, because the truth is, most people don't fail in business. They fail in perception. And perception quietly controls your entire life. Now imagine you're sitting across from me. No cameras, no noise, just a table, and I slide a piece of paper toward you. On it, there are only 2 lines. Line 1, work for money. Line 2, own what makes money. That's it. Your entire financial future comes down to which line you choose. When I started, I wasn't the smartest person in the room, but I understood one thing early. If you keep trading time for money, you will always run out of time before you run out of needs. So I stopped chasing income, and I started collecting machines. Not physical machines, financial machines. Businesses, stocks, systems, things that keep producing even when you're not there. Now, here's something that almost nobody understands. The world doesn't reward effort. It rewards position. 2 people can work equally hard. One struggles, the other builds wealth. Why? Because one is positioned inside a system that scales, and the other is stuck inside a system that doesn't. So the real question is never, how hard should I work? The real question is, where am I standing? Let me take you deeper. Most people think competition is the game. It's not. The real game is being impossible to compete with. You don't win by fighting harder. You win by building something so strong that competition becomes irrelevant. That could be a brand people trust, a system people depend on, or a position no one else can access. That's how empires are built. Quietly, strategically. Now, listen carefully. This part changes everything. Money is not numbers. Money is behavior. People don't buy based on logic. They buy based on emotion, identity, story. If someone believes your product makes them smarter, stronger, richer, respected, they don't see the price. They see who they become. That's what they're really buying. And here's where most people lose. They chase big wins. I never did. I looked for asymmetry. Small downside, massive upside. If I lose little. If I win, it changes everything. Then I repeat that again and again for years. That's how compounding actually works, not just in money, but in decisions. Now, let's talk about time, because this is where almost everyone breaks. People want results now. But wealth doesn't appear, it accumulates quietly, then suddenly. For years, it looks like nothing is happening. Then one day, it looks like everything happened at once. That's not luck. That's patience, meeting consistency. Here's a truth most people will never accept. You don't need more information. You need a better filter. Every day, you are watching things, listening to people, absorbing ideas, and slowly, without realizing, you become what you consume. If your environment is average, your thinking becomes average. If your environment is sharp, you become dangerous. So before you try to change your results, change what surrounds your mind. And now the part I would only tell someone I truly want to see win. Wealth is not about money. It's about freedom from dependency. The moment you don't need a paycheck, approval, permission, you stop making desperate decisions, and that's when you start winning. So if you've stayed with me this long, you're already different, because most people would have left. They would have gone back to noise, back to distraction, back to comfort, but you didn't. So here's what I want you to do after this. Don't get motivated, get precise. Look at your life and ask, what am I building that works without me? Where am I positioned? What am I repeating daily? And is my upside truly unlimited?
Because once you start asking better questions, your entire life starts giving you better answers. And one day, people will look at you and say, "You got lucky." And you'll smile, because you'll know the truth. You didn't get lucky. You just understood the game before everyone else even realized they were playing it.